Welcome, Gemini. This is your weekly focus for the week of July the 29th. I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you for being here. Thank you for the support. Okay, let's get to the cards and find out what they are going to reveal for the upcoming week. How we should walk our path. What messages are there for us. Where our focus needs to be. And look at this. We start with the High Priestess. My goodness. This is understanding your magic. This is embracing your magic. This is understanding the magic that you hold within. Sit in quiet contemplation and look within and discover, your abilities, your talents, your unique self, the accomplishments you've had to this point. Okay, recognize who you are, and I'm thinking you need to bring that out and bring it alive and come to life with it this week. Okay, our first card is the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is going on intuition, trusting your intuition. So if something's not feeling right this week, then chances are you're absolutely right. It's not right. And maybe it's more investigation, research that's needed. Maybe you need to pull yourself away from a drama or a situation that is trying to suck you in. Okay. This is about your growing your prosperity, your wealth, your joy. It's believing in the path. It's believing in your goals, your dreams, your desires, knowing that you can accomplish them, knowing that all you need to do is really show up. Everything else will be provided, but you need to show up and put in the actions, take the steps in order for it to be the success. And I think this week you are showing up for your commitments, your obligations. Absolutely. But well, let's go on here. I'm not going to put a but there yet. The Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles, I think you need to, since it's in the middle here, I think you're looking at those relationships in your life where you have shared resources or shared money or shared values, or there's some kind of emotional security that needs to be built on here. Okay, we may be, well, first of all, we need to show up. We need to understand where we're giving our energy and to whom we're giving our energy to. Do they deserve our energy? Do we need to be more present in their lives? Do they need to be more present in ours, or more supportive or more loving? I think we're looking at our relationships this week, and we are understanding the balance that is needed within the relationship, the balance that is present in the relationship, what changes might need to be made. We might leave the middle of the week and work towards the end of the week by having some very positive dialogues with some of the people that are dear to our heart, in order to have a fairness. This could also be in the workplace. Maybe you're talking about your salary, how much you make, how much you're worth. There could be definitely conversations that come from this, because you are looking at the balance, not just within the people you hold dear to your life, but I think you're also looking at the balance within the relationship when it comes to money, when it comes to stability. Okay, that you're kind of looking at these things, or what you can do with that money and how much money you need. Maybe you're looking at investing in your home in some way right now, and so you need extra money. So maybe we're talking to the boss about how you can get some overtime to create some more wealth. Or there might be a separate project that would give you a little extra time. I know when I worked full time, you got paid more if you were capable of running 2 stores over 1 store, or a larger outlet instead of a smaller outlet, and so on and so forth. So having those talks with the higher ups can open up doors. You might want to do a big trip of some sort, or do some kind of big event in some way where you need the extra resources, and this would be the time to probably have. I think you're thinking about it now, and you will be having some dialogue. Absolutely. we'll have the Six of Swords is our third card here. Now, the Six of Swords is going into uncharted territory. Okay. It's about, oh my gosh, it's about focusing on that personal growth that you want in your life, that well being you want in your life. Um, and taking a risk on yourself, believing in yourself enough to taking a risk on yourself. So we have that belief. So maybe we are doing a little bit of work building our own confidence, or we're working on our self-esteem or self-love, self-care. It could be all or any of those things. Absolutely taking more of an interest in our health, our well-being. But you're definitely looking towards going into uncharted territories, new beginnings, new starts. You don't know a lot about it. It's okay. You'll learn as you go. You already have the strength. The swords at the front of the boat talk about your strengths, the paths that you've already walked through, your knowledge, your wisdom, your intuition, the strengths that you have in order to go forward and to lean on those. So maybe you need to do a little bit of back checking on your accomplishments to this point, knowing that you can go forward with a strength, knowing that you are so much wiser than you used to be, comparing yourself to yesterday, how much you've grown, and taking that newfound knowledge and that sage wisdom, right? When we have newfound knowledge, that wisdom that we have becomes, the sage wisdom, our basis that we grow upon. So maybe we're growing our knowledge in some way. We could be re-entering a classroom kind of atmosphere. We could be taking workshops. We could be networking ourselves, getting to meet new people, and putting ourselves out there, where we didn't before. So maybe you have some kind of sales job or something, and you've always done, these people because they're reliable clients, and maybe, you're back to cold calling and stuff like that, whatever it might be. But there is some kind of new path going forward, regardless, that is opening up to a brand new tomorrow, one that you don't have a lot of knowledge or wisdom about, but you're willing to learn. It's uncharted territory for you. Okay, let's see what's overriding this energy. The Temperance card, having more by having less, and I'm getting this. The chaos, you need to get rid of the chaos. What is causing chaos in your life? What is making you rethink steps that you've already taken, or rethink things that you've brought into your life in order to bring you happiness and comfort and joy? And what things do you really want to be working on? What are the projects, the tasks that you want to be doing? I think all of that comes into play here with the Temperance, and finding things that bring joy into your life, and bringing those things into being, and maybe bringing more of a balance into your work play kind of life, making sure that you're not burning the candle at both ends, but you are making time, when you're at work, and when you are at home, you're at home. When you're having fun doing something, you're just having fun doing something. You're not carrying the baggage from one point to another, and blending the lines there and the definitions, and being more. Yeah, bring more a sense of balance into your life. Okay. And it could be within your relationships, it could be in your financial matters. Okay. So look at those shared values. Is it even? Are you paying more than they are for the same resources and stuff within that relationship? Perhaps maybe you live together and you're splitting the bills, but they've got a child, so you're really actually paying more than what should be, and they should be paying a little extra because it is another mouth to feed kind of thing. It could be something like that. Or you're getting they're getting a car, but they're putting it into your name. There's got to be some compensation there, because you're putting a risk on it, not being able to, you're not really going to be the owner of that car, they will be. And And so there's things like that to think about, how you look at that very closely in your life this week. I think you'll have a few aha moments and epiphanies on how maybe things aren't as balanced, especially financially for you, as you would want. Or maybe it's in love and relationships. It could be it could be work and career too. Let's go on and find out. Okay, cradling this energy is the Nine of Cups. So this is wishes fulfilled. So this is a time to think about, make that determination of what you want to have happen in your life. Okay, what are those wishes? What are those new goals? And I think that is going to push everything in a positive direction. Or if you don't look at it, I think it will pull it in a very negative direction, because then we're going to be looking at what isn't working rather than what is working, and where we can improve, tweak to our favor, to bring in more. Yeah, okay, so let's go to the beginning of the week. The beginning of the week is the Page of Swords. Okay, so this is about allowing your skills to and I think it's your voice, allowing your voice to lead the way. Okay, with the Page of Swords, it's our thoughts, allowing our thoughts to lead the way, to express ourselves with a little bit of confidence, to get involved in some kind of collaborative kind of energy, really. And it really has a lot to do with your talents and abilities of what you want to, like. I see, like, striking you've got a hammer and you're striking the iron and the sparks are flying. Okay, so it's about you becoming determined. Okay, so be careful on how you act. This is a very very whimsical kind of energy. Okay, we're very much, we just want to act. We don't want to think it through too much. We just want to act, and even when we should be sitting more with our thoughts. Okay, so this is one that's telling us to pull it back a little bit. Well, common sense would tell you to pull it back a little bit and not act too quickly, because there's a lot to be unfolded throughout your week that's going to allow you to make a lot more sense. And I kind of get, we're very close to Mercury going retrograde. Okay, so we are kind of in a shadow period. Mercury will come back through this time again this week and then push forward again. And so since we start with our voice here, and your thoughts and how you just want to act on them, I think we there's going to be definitely more information come in a couple of weeks. There's going to be information that comes in, and then in another couple of weeks even more information comes in for you. So 2 or 3 weeks we'll have Mercury actually in retrograde for the whole month of August. So you're kind of entering this area of, we want to be very spontaneous with our voice and our actions, and but we also need our wishes fulfilled. Okay, so we need to just show up and do what we have to do, and we need to look at our relationship with money and with the shared money. So this is your mortgage, this is your loan, this is people in your life, this is anything that you put into the pot kind of thing. Even if work has a thing where everybody pays so much a week and they get to, are you benefiting from that? Do you have benefits that you're not utilizing, because that's part of your wage? Okay, so when you're not utilizing those benefits that they do offer to you, you're actually lowering your wage without even realizing it, because the company gets a smaller bill and therefore they've made more money. They've got to save more money because of you not using your full wage. So things like that. Okay, so maybe it's time to just go and get everything checked, and on their dime that's covered. And definitely wishes fulfilled, it's about taking a risk on ourselves. It's believing in ourselves, knowing that we can succeed, knowing that we've got what it takes, that we've already mastered certain things in our life in order to be able to take this risk. So it's an educated risk, yes, but it's also one that you feel is doable. And I think this is the kind of where you need to embrace your creativity, or you need to make more time for activities that are going to stimulate your mind and your thinking and the growth. Okay, most definitely. And socializing, networking yourself. Okay, as we leave the week, look at this, the Magician shows up for you. Well, I I rest my case here, okay? Uh, where do you want to pursue your creative activities? Where do you want to pursue your creative adventures? Where do you want to step into new beginnings, new starts? Where do you want to break open uncharted territory in your life and go forward in a new path based on the knowledge, the wisdom that you already possess? What is that dream that you want to make come true? This is a time. You're going to feel energized by the end of this week. You're going to feel um, optimistic, ready to take on new opportunities. Okay, so yeah, and we're leading up to this. I think we're kind of getting our money straightened here so that we don't have to worry about it going forward. We know we're sitting sound. We know we're sitting strong. Work and career, we have the 9 of Wands. Yeah, this is about taking you to the next level when it comes to work and career. And I'm getting that I'm getting that as a something that's happening here. We're going through a shift where we can shift. So you're ready now. So that you could be talking to your boss about, you know what, I'm capable of this, this, and this, and I'd really like to do this within the company. And how do I make that happen? Or maybe you're talking to human resources about it, looking at your options, looking at how you can grow, how you can step into new paths based on your paths that you've walked to this point. This could be a destiny, and you're thinking about it here. You're not jumping into it, okay? We're holding that wand in our hand, okay? Our wand is very gnarled. It's short, stubby, it's got no growth on it. The ones behind us represent the paths that we've already walked, and they stand tall and strong, and they all have foliage on them. And that's exactly how each of the paths started, with this gnarled thing. You're wearing white, it's a new opportunity, but you're also wearing red there. So you're trying to understand, do I really have a passion for this? Will this be something that I'm interested in for a couple of weeks and then I'm going to lose interest? I'm going to find myself back here again? Or is it something that I could really invest the rest of my life in? I kind of lose myself in the whole unfolding of its magic, whatever that may be for you, whatever that magic is. Okay, if you're a nurse, maybe you're looking more into a certain type of medicine or care, or a, a job title within it, or taking it to a level where it fills your passions, your dreams, is probably the easiest way to say that. When it comes to love and relationships, we have the 5 of Swords. Um, well, I think you're attracting a lot of attention, especially as you probably go at the beginning of the week. But I think there is, because the High Priestess is there alone, that there is this charm, there's this magical energy about you this week as you step into the week. But I think you're going to be having conversations with people. I think you're looking at, what do certain people have to offer? Where are they crossing a line on what you offer them? Are they taking advantage of your good nature? Are there people trying to come in and give you their own, you got to do it this way, or it's the highway kind of thing? It's that person that's saying, well, if you just did it this way, then you'd be okay. And it really doesn't really move you forward in the way you want. It's just criticizing, it's poking holes in who you are. So watch those relationships. I think there's a lot here about standing in your own truth, but also having a healthy ego within your relationships this week. So you're not going to get mad and you're not going to get upset. You're going to have some very positive conversations about the things that are, you want to bring in balance here in the relationships. You want to bring in the sense of balance and trust and fairness. Could we have a new relationship come into our life this week? Absolutely. There's definitely magic in the air for you. You could meet somebody very like-minded that strengthens you, that complements you. And it'll be a very fair relationship. You know, yeah, you'll do things for each other, but it'll be just automatically kind of fair. You don't have to keep score. You don't have to keep score of who did what and when, because you both collaborate so well together. That could be the kind of relationship, or you are actually moving the relationship you're in into that kind of balance, into that kind of scenario, growing the strength, growing the bond. Our last card is the Chariot card, so it is a time to just pull it back. Okay, we want the information to come in. And like I said, and I wasn't going to bring up, Mercury going retrograde, but I think it's really strong because you started with your voice here that I'm bringing it up so much. It pull back, okay? Wait for the fog to clear. Wait for the sun to come out. Look down that pathway then. Understand the obstacles that you're going to face. Maybe you can prepare for them, maybe not. But I think knowing helps us move forward with more of a confidence, a strength, a stronger sense of self. So I think it's going to be a very beautiful week for you. Get out there and, promote yourself. Okay, think about the ways that you can go forward, but I don't think you're really stepping into any ways. Maybe as we go at towards the end of the week, you might be dipping your toe in the water because we do have ourselves maybe pushing off from shore here, going into that uncharted territory. But I think before you really push off, you want to have that talk with the magician. You want to say, these are the things that I want to create in my life. Now, give me the answers on how to move forward in this direction. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.